I had someone ask me to do a maintenance video on the clutch on the Phatmoto bike. So after you take your cover off, you just take out this screw and make sure you don't lose anything, and then the clutch just slides right off. Then you get some snap ring pliers and take this snap ring off right here, which I'm not going to be able to do while holding the video, so I'm going to cut here, wait till I get this off, and show you guys the rest of it. Now once you get the first one off, there is actually another snap ring on top of here. I take that off, and then you got the innards of your clutch here. Generally on the Phatmoto, all this is it's kind of just a shitty clutch. I actually have a new one here to put on eventually. But really all you can really do is lube it up. It's generally this spring right here gets caught like right in there. So just lube it up really good and you should get a little extra life out of this clutch. Honestly, you'll probably have to do this every 5 rides or so because it'll start grabbing again. But just do this as often as you can. It's pretty easy to get it all apart. All of the clutch pads just sit in here. And the spring goes right in the middle of all of those, and you just put it all back together after you get it lubed up, and you should be good to go. That should be it for this video, just a really short one there. Sorry it's not more in depth. It's kind of hard to do with just one hand, but pretty much after you lube it up to get everything lined back up here. Like I said, it's not going to be perfect for the video, but get everything lined back up, get the spring back in there, put this back on with the snap ring, and then put this back on, put the other snap ring on, and then put it right back on the bike. And you should be good to go. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up that getting this spring back in there is one of the biggest pains in the ass of my life. So I don't even know if I'm gonna get it back in there, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I did finally get it back on there. Just to let you guys know what I ended up doing was when you actually have the spring back in there, use vice grips to keep that down so you can get the snap ring back on there on the inside. I should have showed you guys before I put it all back together, but I was so frustrated I wasn't even thinking about it. That made it a hell of a lot easier. Just put vice grips on one side, get the snap ring seated in there, and then vice grip the other side and get the snap ring in the rest of the way. It made it a lot easier. So once you get that in there, that's good. The spring, what I ended up doing was I sat the clutch down inside of itself to keep all of the pads in there, put the spring in, and then instead of it pushing out all over the floor like it would the sides of the clutch would kind of help keep it in there. It wasn't quite tight enough, so I ended up putting a towel down inside and then putting the clutch inside to get it nice and tight. It still took a few tries, but I got it on there. Now guys, all you guys got to do is put it back on the bike. Make sure that spacer stays in there. There's a spacer back in here, right here. Make sure you don't lose that. But just put it back on the bike, put your bolt back on. Mine is on the floor right there. Tighten it down, put the chain back on, and you should be good to go. get used to riding the Hawk. I don't know. Give it a test here. It don't seem to be grabbing. Not grabbing, so far so good.
on that trail. Get off for a second, I got a cramp, I'm old. Come back here with the hawk, that'd be nice. Which is good. I was pretty mean to it down in the down that little thicket there. I did not assist it pedaling too much, and clutch still don't seem to be sticking, so I should do it. I'm also, this is a different clutch, but I should still be able to show you. One other thing I did, this one's a little bit different, but you'll know what I'm talking about when you take your clutch off the Phatmoto, is I just put some grease down in here. So it's not just rubbing on nothing. Actually had something to rub against. Have some grease in there. I forgot to show that in the video because I was frustrated that night. I just used some Lucas, but I mean any grease will do. Obviously don't put grease down in the actual clutch itself. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.